Shipshape and Bristol Fashion uses chapters so you can skip between stories and interviews if you're using a modern podcast app, or just sit back and enjoy the whole thing.
Hi, it's Old Bill. You're listening to Shipshape and Bristol Fashion.
Shipshape and Bristol Fashion boys along the harbour side. From able-goers to underfall, we'll heave and haul the line. Secure the barrels down below, bind them, tie and lash 'em. This vessel, she is certified Shipshape and Bristol Fashion.
So welcome to this very special episode of Shipshape and Bristol Fashion, where we are recording segments at the Real Ale and Shanty Festival 2025. During this episode, you'll hear segments of all the different shanty singers and crews and groups, and you'll get to hear some of their songs that they sing, but also we're going to get to hear about people who are coming along and some of the artists that are performing here. Now, clearly, I can't do everything all by myself because we just keep getting bigger and bigger, and there's lots of people here. I'm going to introduce you to a roving reporter that has been co-opted upon the Shipshape and Bristol Fashion podcast, and it is the one and only Ollie, also known as Shanty Boy. Ollie.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm great, man.
Well, welcome to the podcast, and you are, over this episode, going to be recording some of the people that have attended and some of the crews that are here.
Yeah, of course. It's happy that I'm going to record and talk to people about the stuff that we all love and we all enjoy, because shanties is a big part of all our lives, and I think looking at talking to people is going to be very helpful for me and everyone else to be able to talk and chat.
Excellent. It's going to be good. And Ollie or Shanty Boy, as we're now going to call him, is got a long-term aim at some point to create his own podcast. And so he's coming in to just break his teeth on the world of podcasting. And he will be featuring on future episodes where he is going to record other crews that he hangs around with. And his mum takes him everywhere these days. So we're going to manage to increase our reach to talk to more shanty crews across the UK. So, Ollie, we're looking forward to that.
Thank you.
But the listeners are going to want to know, if they've not seen you before or met you before or seen you on social media, who are you? How have you come to shanty music? And what is your backstory?
So I started singing roundabout since the age of 9, and before then, my mum and my granddad used to be all around England talking about sea shanties, and I loved hearing all the sea songs and sea stories.
Yeah.
And it was only like 2024 is when I sang at the Falmouth Sea Shanty Festival with a group of lads called the Shenanigans that I really started to love singing, and I started posting my stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
Started going to shanty sessions, started going to more and more shanty festivals, and more shanty groups started bringing me on and singing with them, which is great, and I really enjoy every single part of it, and especially being on this podcast is going to allow me to talk to the people that love the sea shanties as much as I do, and be a part of the inner workings of the shanty community, which is going to be...
Now, you've got a very young voice. Now, you said you started at the age of 9. How old are you now, Shanty Boy?
I'm 14.
14?
Yeah.
Getting old now, buddy. You're getting old.
I don't know if I've got any white hair on me, but still.
The rest of us do, though. The rest of us do. And it's so good to hear young people getting involved and finding shanty music a genre that they love.
Yeah. I've always tried to talk to my friends about shantying and shanty singing.
Yeah.
I love that I talk to my schools about letting me perform at some of their parts, and I love my music teacher because I always talk to her about my shanty stuff, and she's always helping me improve and helping me be more confident, and I think that's what I love about singing, because it makes me more confident every single time I do another show or another singing performance.
You're a very confident young man. It's great to see, and I think you're going to add such value to this podcast. Who are your heroes in the world of shanty singing? Because you must have a few by now. Now you've got your education up there with the rest of us knowing a bit more about shanty.
Heroes. Like, it's hard to choose because there's so many.
Yeah.
The top favourites were probably like Fisherman's Friends.
Yeah.
And when I started hearing Port of Bristol, I loved just singing Port of Bristol. And one of my heroes has to be Ksenian because they started me singing, and I love every time I get to sing with them. Also got to sing at the folk festival with one of the lads. It's a great group of people I love.
Very good. Well, we must get them on the podcast at some point, especially that's how you started your shanty journey. You're coming to Falmouth. You're clearly going to be
coming to Falmouth.
Fantastic. And of course, you've got Cornish heritage.
Yes. So my mum's Cornish, my granddad's Cornish. I sometimes like to say I'm Cornish, but realistically I'm part Bristolian.
Yeah.
But I like Cornwall in a way because it's every time you go, it's always a new experience, and it kind of feels like everyone knows each other in the place. I used to walk when I was in a Falmouth Sea Shanty Festival 2023. I started walking around with one of my cousins, well, my mum's cousins, and every single time we walked around, it was like, hey Liz. It was like, how does she know that many people?
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's just what Cornwall is.
It is
like that.
Everybody knows each other, and I guess to reinforce that, and the world that is shanty is a small world and also a large world at the same time. That only recently we've discovered that actually Shanty Boy's mum actually was a year above me at school. We went to school together. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Isn't that crazy? And of course, you are very proudly wearing a Cornish tartan hat, which is all part of your image, which is fantastic. So yeah, you do hold the Cornish roots very well. Of course, part Bristol as well, and Bristol's a wonderful city, and most good Cornish people emigrate to Bristol at some point.
You also forgot one of my other statements of my look.
Yes.
I love playing the baron.
Yeah, I was going to talk about your musical talent. It's not only singing, but you've also got the ability to play an instrument too.
Yes. So the baron is something I got for my birthday.
Nice.
Last year, and I've been playing it ever since. And I love it so much that I even tried to give it up for Lent.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh my days.
And it was the hardest thing to do because I kept on wanting to play it, and then when I didn't play it, all I just started was playing with my hands.
Yeah.
And
you've got rhythm, you've got beat, and you want to express yourself through that medium.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Well, I'm guaranteed that we will hear him at some point playing that instrument as we go on. So for the rest of this episode, you're going to hear interviews, you're going to hear recordings, you're going to get a real sense of what the Real Ale and Shanty Festival here in Bristol feels like through audio.
We're also going to hear from our signaller about all the news of the Port of Bristol Shanty crew. And of course, our regular slot,
Ahoy there, mateys!
which this week is Tom Lewis promoting his tour in the UK.
Yo ho ho, me arters, it's the signaller here with all the news and the events from the Port of Bristol Shanty crew. Well, we had a big old month in May, lots of shanty activity going on and lots of festivals. It kicked off down in Brixham with the Pirate Festival, which I know that all of the crew enjoyed over the weekend. Dressing up is always fun when you get to dress like a pirate, and when you mix it with beer, I'm sure it was equally enjoyable. And they all love being down there to support Lobby, obviously, because it's his home turf nowadays. Then we moved on to the Bristol Real Ale and Shanty Festival, our own Shanty Festival, over 2 days, held in Masonic Hall in Bristol. It was fantastic. Lots and lots of people came through the doors, lots of beer, 15 shanty groups singing through 2 days. It was a tremendous event, and I know everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. A quick corporate gig then followed at the We the Curious, where the boys entertained, and I know that went down with the corporate crowd. And then we moved on to the Portishead Shanty Festival to support our dear friends, the 85ers, all in aid of RNLI. And they managed to bring together about half a dozen, maybe more, shanty crews who sung over the course of the day there. And again, a bit cold and a bit blowy, but great to sing with them. And then finally, by the time this comes up, we'll have been to the Newport Shanty Festival, just during the Saturday, I believe. And I know the crew are looking to their yearly international trip that we do over to Newport. So if May was a big month, then June is going to be even bigger. Maybe not so much because of the number of gigs, but because of the prestige, particularly of one of them. So we start off on Sunday the 8th of June in the amphitheatre down on the harbour side with a Walk for Life, in support of the Walk for Life activity down there. But then the big one, the following weekend, the 13th, 14th, 15th of June, which is down at Falmouth for the Falmouth International Shanty Festival. It's the biggest maritime-related event in Europe. 40,000 people are there to listen to hundreds of groups singing over the course of 3 days, all across the town in various locations. And we've had some great news that we've been promoted. We're actually going on to the main stage, the sea salt stage, at 5:30 on the Saturday, which is a pretty prestigious slot. And with some trepidation, we are all looking forward to it. So after that calms down, we then got a corporate gig in the Rummer with our old friends Oakland Construction, who have hired us to entertain their people for a few years now. So unfortunately, that's a closed event, not open to the general public. So Falmouth awaits. We are all looking forward to it immensely. So before I sign off, let me just hand over. We're going to hear in a second from Ollie, the Shanty Boy, with some interviews that I think he did down at the Porter's Head Shanty Festival with some of the 85ers. So for now, it's bye-bye from me, the signaller, signing off, and fair winds and good sailing to you all.
So who am I talking to today?
My name's Lou and I'm with the 85ers.
My name's Jake, I'm with the 85ers.
And I'm Paul, and I'm also with the 85ers.
So, what got you guys started in doing this sea shanty business?
I think Paul's probably the best person to answer that question.
So we're all lifeboat crew. We're all active seagoing lifeboat crew from R&I Porter's Head. And during lockdown in 2021, early 2021, we decided we wanted to sing some sea shanties, and we all got together. Well, we didn't get together because we weren't allowed, but we were all able to record various parts of a sea shanty, and then we all recorded them separately, and then someone put them all together, and it made quite a nice sound. So then when we were allowed to start getting together in the rule of six of us got together at the time in the back gardens of people's houses, and we started singing songs and drinking a bit of cider. It was good fun.
So what's been the best moments of the 85ers?
I think we've had so many. We've only been together a few years, and it's been quite a short amount of time, but we've done so much. We sang for the King at the coronation. I can't remember when that was. We've sung at Stormont. We've done so many sea shanty festivals, Falmouth being a favourite of ours. We're now obviously doing our own in Porter's Head, which has been so exciting, and we're having a really, really lovely weekend. But I think probably, unless you guys have anything else, I think it's coronation for me, probably. On stage we'd take that and all that.
Yeah, the coronation concert was pretty special at Windsor Castle, you know, being part of that big choir with Gareth Malone, that was pretty special. For me, the thing which kind of I think about a lot is we sung on the Paddington Station for Remembrance. And that was the song which Paul sings beautifully, the Ceylon Boys song. And for me, it was just so poignant to be there and at that moment and kind of sing that song. It just was really full of emotion, you know, it's lovely.
Yeah, I agree. Probably Sir Paddington was quite special, wasn't it? Yeah.
Why do you think R&I is such a big part of why we should give money to it?
So it's run, well, there's a lot of volunteers in the organisation, and they all give up their time, and it's all funded basically by public donations. So we get good training and we get good kit, which allows us to stay safe when we go out to sea, and our families know that we're going to come back to them at the end of tricky shouts and things like that.
Have you got anything in the future that you're planning to do, or?
Yes, we got a few gigs coming up. So we're very fortunate that we're sponsored by St Austell Brewery. So we can do a few St Austell Brewery gigs. So we go down to kind of North Cornwall, around Padstow. We also do a couple of gigs in Bristol and Bath each year. But we've also got Falmouth Sea Shanty Festival coming up in June. So yeah, that's always a favourite for us. And it's nice to share with the family as well, because they all come along as well.
This is going to be a hard question. What's been the favourite sea shanty you've all sang?
I think for me it's Sail On Boys at the moment. It's not, I don't even know that it is a shanty. It's quite a modern piece that was written for Operation Mincemeat. And Paul found it. And I just think it's really poignant, like you said, for Poppies at Paddington. We sang it there. And it's just got a really sort of, it builds into such a sort of momentous, lovely, driven song. I think it's really, really fun. And then we also sing one called God Damn the Amsterdam, which is completely the opposite thing. All very fun and kind of gutsy and a bit more raw, which is lush. So yeah, two very different.
Yeah, for me it's pleasant and delightful. So a year ago in November we went to, we did a sea shanty kind of show, if you like, at our lifeboat station in Portishead, and right at the end of the show we sang Pleasant and Delightful, and I'd already arranged with the guys that I wanted to propose to my then girlfriend, and you know, there's a famous song and a famous line in there saying, when I return again I'll make you my bride. So we'd all kind of brief that, and after that kind of line I got down on my knee and I proposed to Nikki in front of my family and friends and stuff. It's a real special moment. So whenever he sings it, whenever Paul sings it, for me it hits me in the chest straight away. You know, I love it.
There wasn't a dry eye in the house that night.
No,
So yeah,
it was
it was amazing. I think the same those ones. Sail On Boys is really lovely at the moment, and I guess it was because we got to sing it at the Poppies to Paddington. Yeah. I think, you know, I quite like Pleasant and Delightful before. But different songs sort of are good for different venues. It depends on the mood of the crowd and everything else. So yeah.
Well, thanks for speaking to me today, and I hope you guys have a good future.
Mates, welcome to Freemasons Hall in Bristol, where we are having our Real Ale and Sea Shanty Festival 2025. So a big fundraising event for the RNLI, for Teenage Cancer Trust and for the Severn Area Rescue Authority. But the most important thing today is to make a special announcement. We have a new crewmate. You'll see that we are down to 11 because Paddles can't join us today because he's holidaying in Scotland. So, in mitigation, I'm delighted to introduce our new crewmate, Muff! So, Colin's joining us as our latest crewmate. He doesn't necessarily know all the words to the songs yet, but now he So we are just going to start off today's events, because we're waiting for all the other crews to arrive, but we're just going to have a quick verse of South Australia with Nobby Dye.
In South Australia I was born. Heave away, hold away. South Australia and Cape Horn. We're bound for South Australia. Hold away, you rolling kings. Heave away, hold away. You'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. As I walked out one morning fair. Heave away, hold away. There I met Miss Nancy Blair. We're bound for South Australia. Oh, dear was 1778. I wish I was in Sherwood now. Well, they're all knocking from the king to the scummiest I've ever seen. I can them all. I was told we cruise, see for American gold. We find no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on the Halifax pier. The last of Barrett's privateers. Well, Elsie Barrett, right town. I wish I was in Sherwood now. But 20 brave men, old fishermen, who would make full in the antelope crew. I can them all. Elsie Barrett's pride.
Until we strike soundings in the channel of England from to sea just 35.
See the round brig with creaking in us, haul and drag. The rope will heave her windward, haul and drag. Hey, haul and drag. Two for me and one for you, sir. Haul and drag, hey! Haul and drag, police, haul and drag. Haul till the devil takes you, haul and drag. Well, the cocks are rolling in the galley, haul and drag.
Okay, so today we are trying to raise money for charity, the Teenage Cancer Trust. I think Ports of Bristol Shanty Crew have raised so far, I think 44,000 towards this charity. So fair play. So I'm here to support them for that.
Yes. Who are you hoping to see further on this festival?
Okay, so I rather like the idea of I've got absolutely no ideas, but the Barnacle Boys and the Beach Boys. I like it. They sound good. I want to listen to those.
Well, thank you. Could you tell me what's going on here at the...
It's the Beer and Shanty Festival, which is two of my favourite things in the world.
Of course, it's everyone's.
Yes.
What's your favourite band so far?
Well, I've only heard one band, which was the ones I've just heard, which were the ones with the Hawaiian shirts. Really good.
Is that the Back Beach Boys?
Back Beach Boys. They're the ones who are very good. Yes.
Who are you hoping to see in this festival?
Well, I'm here for the whole weekend, so I'm going to hear everything. So I will probably, after 16 hours, my head will explode. I'm looking forward to a band called the Merchant Men, who are a young band. I know one of the singers, Sam. They were terrific last year. Really interesting.
They are very good. I personally know Sam very well. He's a very lovely man.
Yes, and the Bristol Girls are great fun, and the Port of Bristol Shanty Crew. I have to say that 'cause it's their podcast, isn't it?
Yes.
But beyond that, I'm just gonna go from room to room and just see how much I can hear and see if I can keep a note of how many songs I hear.
Yeah.
So we've had.
Are you gonna do a little bingo on how many are they gonna do?
Exactly. We've had Living of Liverpool and New York girls so far, which I think we're going to hear a lot of. I'm expecting Junka Naka Naka.
Of course.
Yes, but it's cool.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Yeah, and I'm being very careful. I've had my first pint of beer, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to aim to drink beer, so I'm not conscious enough to listen to the end of the show.
Oh yeah. I bet that's going to be half people, but
half of you. Yeah. You don't drink, do you?
No, I'm too young.
Sure.
Thanks.
Oh, the smartest clip that you must done. You must done. Remember to the blue star line. Clear and track with a bullseye run. To the air with a jig and a talking gun. You must done. Lies the lee all on my knee. Clear and track with a bullseye run. Work with pound on the west street. Here. You must done. Call the Shipshape and Bristol. Clear and track with a bullseye run. To the air with a jig and a talking gun. You must done. Lies the lee all on my knee. Clear and track and make the bullseye run.
Town there lived a man who kept a tavern on the Strand. He also had a daughter there, pretty little thing with golden hair.
Hey, won't you come down? Won't you come down? Won't you come down to Yarmouth town? Won't you come down? Won't you come down? Won't you come down to Yarmouth town?
Now in the tavern was a sailor man who asked the daughter for a hand. Why should I marry you, she said. I get what I want without being wed.
Hey, won't you come down? Won't you come down? Won't you come down to Yarmouth town? Won't you come down? Won't you come down? Won't you come down to Yarmouth town? Process now, my ear, I'm telling you no lie. Works and breathe among the fields and trail across the sky. There's thunder all around me and there's poison in the air. There's a nasty smell that smacks of hell and dust all in me hair. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time near every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days near a death. But you go. Well, I worked among the spinners and I breathe the oily smoke. I've shoveled up the chips and then at night I'll make you choke. I stood knee deep in cyanide, a sick with caustic burn. I've been working rough, I've seen enough to make your stomach turn. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time near every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days near a death. But you go. There's overtime and bonus opportunity galore. The young men like their money and they all come back for more. Soon you're knocking on and you look older than you should. For every bob made on this job you've paid in flesh and blood. And it's go, boys, go. They'll time near every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days near a death. But you go, boys, go. They'll time near every breath. And every day you're in this place, you're 2 days near a death. But you go. But you go.
Read the last one.
sing with the lasses drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I wander. Where is the goose? Me noggin boots. It all gone for beer and tobacco. All the hills are worn out and the toes are kicked about. And now they're looking out for better weather.
Australia, I was born. Heave away, haul away. South Australia, round Cape Horn. We're bound for South Australia. All the way down, rolling. Heave away, haul away. All the way down, hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia. As I went out one morning, heave away, haul away. There I met Miss Nancy Blair. We're bound for South Australia. Ding away, Santiago. Napoleon of the West sail along the plains of Mexico. So we were up and away we'll go. Away, Santiago. We were up and away we'll go. All along the plains of Mexico. Ships have sailed the sea, proudly daring our land's name, but there's one that will never again. Oh, Ellen Bannon of the Isle of Man Company. Oh, Ellen Bannon, lost in the Irish Sea. At 1 a.m. in Ramsey Bay, Captain Tier was heard to say, our contract says we'll deliver this mail. In this rough weather we must not fail. Oh, Ellen Manning of the Isle of Man Company. Oh, Ellen Manning, lost in the Irish Sea. With a crew of 21 manx men, passengers, Liverpool businessmen. Farewell to moaners, I'll farewell. This little ship is bound for hell. Oh, Ellen Bannon of the Isle of Man Company. Oh, Ellen Bannon, lost in the Irish Sea.
Hello, could you please tell me what's going on today?
So it's the Shanty Festival, Ale and Shanty Festival, at the Bristol Masonic grounds. So this is in aid of the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yeah.
Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yeah,
yes,
thank
indeed.
you. Could you tell me what's been your favourite band so far?
Obviously, favourite is the Bristol Shanty crew.
Yes.
They are basically the ones that are actually organising all. But we've seen pretty much all the ones we've seen have actually been really, really good.
Yeah,
Been high quality all the time.
Yeah, thank you. They're high quality, great people.
Great people. Lots of original songs as well. So we've seen lots of things, and not even just repeating the same old songs.
Yes.
So it's really good.
What are you hoping to see going forward, like tomorrow, if you're coming here?
So tomorrow, no, it's a day off tomorrow, but we know that loads of friends of ours are coming down tomorrow. Because we were going to meet up with them today, but no, they can't make it, so they're coming down tomorrow. So it's really massive in terms of supports and stuff. So yeah.
Are you going to any other like shanty festivals?
So I heard that there's one down in Portishead, that was like last weekend, and there's also one in Newport.
Yeah.
We might go to that one as well.
Yeah.
And also the Bristol Shanty crew were down at Brixham at the Pirate Festival.
Yeah.
I heard that was really good, but I wasn't there.
Yeah. It's very lovely there.
Yeah.
When did you? I went a couple of
So we went to Brixham a few years ago. Actually amazing.
We belong to a sailing club. and we've had the shanty crew down on a couple of occasions, and they're great.
Yeah. So we do a club week every year.
It's very family oriented.
Very family oriented. It's like a week off, and but the Bristol Shanty crew, we got them in, and they did a massive great big set.
Well, thanks for talking to me today, and I hope I see you in other places.
You probably will.
Yes. Thanks for talking to me.
Okay, that's good.
Well, it was on a Monday morning and the day we can't find to found a big stir, some of the boys to have a time. But just before a sailor took the gangway from the pier, I saw some fella hold me wife for more as a volunteer. Oh me, oh my, I heard me all I cry. Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die. Oh me, oh my, I heard me always say, I wish I'd never taken this excursion around the bay. We had full 300 souls aboard, it was a splendid sight. All dressed up in our finery to make our spirits bright. My wife, she starts to giggle, what a funny thing they say. They choke themselves from laughing when they see her in the bay. Hey! Oh me, oh my, I heard me, oh I cry. Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die. Oh me, oh my, I heard me, oh I say, I wish I'd never taken this excursion away. To old Bristol town, give me some time to blow the man down. As I was a-walking down all the wintry hey, hey, blow the man down. A charming young damsel I chanced on to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, will we blow the man down? To me!
Don't mend a flag on the quarterdeck, hurl a broom to call off the wind. The flowers they herald our sailors' death, her mountain ship means we'll be red. So don't even think about whistling on board, or wearing your hands in your green. Don't set on the deck with your left foot, or say goodbye when you leave.
The ocean is a lonely place where the storms are many and the shelter scarce. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn, over troubled waters and restless skies, the sea and morning will rise and rise. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, Molly Moore. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Now the Molly Moore glides on his great white wings, and Lord, what a lonesome song he sings. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. He's got no compass and he's got no gear. Nobody knows how the Molly Moore steers. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, Molly Moore. Down upon the southern ocean sailing, down below Cape Horn. The girl that lives shimbo now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alleyway. Hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully up the shimbo now. I've left Sal and gone and been a sailor. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Got my pals on the seven whaler. Bully on the shimbo now. So help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully on the shimbo now.
And in the year of our Lord 1860, we set sail from the sweet Covacard. We were sailing away in a cargo over explored the grass city hall in New York. Was a wonderful craft, she was rigged for a nap. And know how the wild wind over. She could stand several blasts. She had 27 masts. They called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best eagle rags. We had 2 million barrels of stones. We had 3 million bales of old man eagle's tails with 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million dogs with gold in Bristol. And I never will play you on Rover no more. And it's no, they never. So they never no more will I play you on Rover. No, never.
I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay, 'cause she's a horse. Said custom like yours I couldn't get any day. And it's no, they never. No, they never no more will I play you on Rover.
Beloved wonderful, gunship Mars, unholy weapon of yore. Oh, 900 souls on a moor. Smoke and fire sent you to the floor. Oh, you cursed Nordic vessel war. Our day of May while we rolling down 3 leagues from the coast, drinking beer when Olsen cried, "Oh, hands to your host." As the Danish hove inside, squeezed the thigh to thighs. The culverins extinguished the threat, and they vanquished Malta God of War. Tell yourself a second name, you cannot hide alone. Away, all the way, Joe. You cannot even stand up straight with the fact that she's a rolling. Away, all the way, Joe. Away, ho, all the way together. Away, all the way, Joe. And away, ho, all the better weather. Away, all the way, Joe. Away, ho, all the way together. Away, all the way.
Get the chorus out. Please shout it back at me. It's very easy. It goes rolling down through Bristol town, rolling down to the pub. Rolling down to Bristol town, rolling down to the pub. We follow the ghost of Blackbeard's crew in fair old Bristol town. From the hair on the hill to the 7 stars to the hatchets in the crown. But in the pub we'll gather round, our voices loud and true. So gather and pull up and share and join in with the crew. We're rolling down through Bristol town, rolling down to the pub. Rolling down through Bristol town, rolling down to the pub. And I can say this next verse because we're in Australia. You may talk about a shanty bands like Dreadnoughts or the Longest Johns. with the Port of Bristol Shanty crew sing the greatest songs, singing songs of the ocean, singing songs of the sea. So we'll drink up these cider boy, tonight we'll merry be. We're rolling down through Bristol town, rolling down to the pub, rolling down through Bristol town, rolling down to the pub. Oh, buddies, na-na-na, we are somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Buddies, na-na-na, we are somebody, oh.
Yes, O'Keefe Bosun is the king of bosun's all.
Buddies, na-na-na, we are somebody, oh.
Yes, O'Keefe Bosun is the king of bosun's all.
Buddies, na-na-na, we are somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Buddies, na-na-na, we are somebody, oh. We'll roll it, oh. Chariot along, we'll roll it, oh. Chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
Oh, a long spell in jail wouldn't do us any harm.
Oh, a long spell in jail wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a long spell in jail wouldn't do us any harm.
Spars of Afghanistan. And the blowing. Good trade I wish you.
I see it. It's at the end. Right, it's at
Ahoy there, matey!
Ahoy there! This is Tom Lewis, coming to you from my home aboard the barge Vent du Nord, moored at Carrick-on-Shannon in Ireland. Yes, Lynn and I live afloat and have done for most of the past 10 years. I'm looking forward very much to being interviewed on this podcast quite soon, I understand, and to sharing with you the often arcane but fascinating, at least fascinating to me, details embedded in sea shanties and even in some of my own compositions. But before then, I'll be touring in the UK, and Justin has very kindly suggested that I give you a few details of that upcoming tour. Very soon, we shall be casting off for a tour of the English folk clubs in our car. We're not going to cruise this vessel across the Irish Sea, and by the time you're hearing this, the first gig at Newcastle upon Tyne's famous Bridge Tavern on Monday should be history, as will Wednesday at Wrighton's Tyne Folk. In the hope that while I will have survived these, we shall then be making a southerly course to the lower regions of England, wherein that section of the tour will commence on Saturday, June the 7th, at the Folk of Gloucester. Not a huge distance from Bristol, I might point out. Thereafter, I shall be up around the London area, Lewes, Plymouth, St Neots, Portsmouth, which sounds more like a benefit gig for the oil companies. Never mind. You can check out the full itinerary on my website at www.tomlewis.net. That's www.tomlewis.net. Chat soon. Hope to see you. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore.
Ahoy there!
One dreary morning in December, and all of me money it was spent. But where it went to, Lord, I can't remember. So down to the shipping office I went. Paddy lay back, taking the slack, take a turn around the captain, heave a ball. About ship's station, boys, be handy. We're bound for Mount the rise around the horn. That day there was a great demand for sailors. For the colonies, for Frisco and for France. So I shipped aboard a line, embarked the Hotspur. take drunk on my advance. She's around, bringing dinners, all and back. A rope will keep a windward, all and back. Hey, all and back, please, all and back. All till the devil takes you, all and back. On to Brooklyn or St. Lucia, all and back. Two for me and one for you, sir, all and back. Hey, we'll start on the old Bill Ferris and mine. Boom, 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 drinking where it's warm and cozy, going with those happy boys. When it seems all red and rosy, Thomas Walker's happy voyage. When it's singing winter sleep, please don't store and chills your feet. The walls are around you, hear his sound coming down Hill Street. Boom, 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 Bill, Bill, I love thee still, even though I'm leaving. Bill, Bill, I love thee still, when the merry boat starts heaving. When the rain downpours, the thunder roars, the lightning flashes bright. Ollie better by bar and the jingle the star, down the old Bill Ferris tonight.
Skippers in the wardroom drinking gin. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. I don't mind knocking, but I ain't going in. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft.
I think it's on this side of this, isn't it?
Like a train. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. He's been in my comic cuts again. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. Chicken on a raft on a Monday morning. Oh, what a terrible sight to see. That toast forward and a dustman's arm. Sitting there picking a chicken on a raft. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. Hey-ho, chicken on a raft. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. Hey-ho, chicken on a raft. Gave me the middle and a forenoon too. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. And now I'm singing with a seven-way thing. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. Seagulls flowing overhead. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. And I should be sleeping in a feather bed. Hi-ho, chicken on a raft. Chicken on a raft on a Monday morning. Oh, what a terrible sight to see.
Anyone's heard their podcast? So I wrote this song, not really a songwriter, but I wrote this song about 2 years ago. And I recorded it on YouTube. It's on the album that just came out. I pretend it's new, right? It is. And somehow Justin from the Port of Bristol, I don't know his bloody stage name, but Justin, heard this song, what's it called? Oggie, like a pasty. Yes! Anyway, he heard this song somehow, and they had a podcast by the same name. I thought, can we use your song? And I was like, of course you can use your song. And then they said, can we play your song? And then they didn't. But apparently they're going to play it later. Maybe they just wanted me to do it first. Shit! Oh yeah, this is what the melody's meant to go like. Shipshape and Bristol Fashion boys along the harbour side. From even goes to wonderful, even roll the line. Secure the barrel down below, bind and tie and lash her. This vessel she is certified Shipshape and Bristol Fashion. From a home in Bristol we set out from the quay. My ship is full of spices, but for a medicaid. Sugar in the hole below, first made up the crow. It sails on front and capstan raised, it's out to sea we go. Shipshape and Bristol Fashion boys along the harbour side. From even goes to wonderful, even roll the line. Secure the barrel down below, bind and tie and lash her. This vessel's
Come all you low-hoppers, you jokers and rogues. We're on the road to nowhere, let's find out where it goes. It might be a ladder to the stars, who knows? Come all you low-hoppers, you jokers and rogues. Lay down your furrows in the fields when it's all jolly rough. We jolly, jolly rough. It's all for me beer and tobacco. Gonna spend all my tin on the lassie drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I just wander. Where are me boots? Me nuggy boots. I stole them for beer and tobacco.
Dublin City. Fall down to Billy. Oh, we all got drunk and more's the pity. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Hey! Fall down, fall down, fall down to Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Oh, we lay down drunk on Sir Rogerson's Quay. Fall down to Billy. And when we woke, we were out to sea. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Hey! Fall down, fall down, fall down to Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Oh, we are no sailors, Captain dear. Fall down to Billy. Not the least inclined to reef or steer. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Hey! Fall down, fall down, fall down to Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Oh, they sent him up to the topmast yard. Fall down to Billy. When he hit the deck, he hit him hard. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Hey! Fall down, fall down, fall down to Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down Billy O'Shea. They wrapped him up in a canvas sail. Fall down Billy. And floated him gently over the rail. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Hey! Fall down, fall down, fall down Billy. We're bound away for America. Fall down Billy O'Shea. Over the side and down he goes. Farewell, Billy. To Davy Jones with a stitch through his nose. Farewell, Billy O'Shea. Farewell, 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 Billy. We're bound away for America. Farewell, Billy O'Shea.
Who am I talking to right now?
Well, you're talking to Steve Collings
And Catherine Collings.
Yeah.
and we are CASK. That's CASK, stands for Collings A Cappella Shanty Crew.
So, how did you guys start?
Well, we're a father and daughter duo. We've both been doing theatre for many, many years. And then 7 years ago, Catherine was diagnosed with FND, which is functional neurological disorder, which then prevented her from being on stage. But being a singer, we wanted to keep her going. So we've been doing pirate festivals before, and but the problem was dressing as pirates.
My skirts were getting caught in the wheels of my wheelchair. And Dad, as an offhand comment, just said, why don't you dress as a mermaid? And so I did. And now I make mermaid tails, headdresses, tops, necklaces, all that kind of stuff. And I swim in my mermaid tails as well now. Yeah. So
Catherine used to love swimming before her diagnosis, and then found after having got FND, she wasn't able to swim. But once you put her in a tail, she's like a fish to water.
Yeah, of course. Could you please tell me, like, what's the best moment of Cask so far?
The best moments? It's just the pleasure of actually being able to sing with my daughter, bring pleasure to a lot of people, pleasure to ourselves, and also raise funds to charity.
yeah, my absolute favourite bits are when we do a song and we get it absolutely right, and the harmonies are just
they're synced.
Really, yes. And it's when you get those moments and you just sort of go,
Yeah. Could you please tell me, like, how you guys got interested in sea shanties in the first place?
Right. Now, for me, I came across sea shanties back in 1964.
Okay.
When I
quite a while.
When I started junior school or primary school, I started playing the recorder, and my mother had a book called Songs That Will Live Forever, which was published by the Daily Express.
We still have it.
Which we still have.
Okay. It's like memorabilia for you.
And there was a section in there which was shanties, and so I learnt about those at the age of 7. Then I sort of dropped off when I got to my teens, and then when I moved back to Devon, I came across. I've been doing theatre and I've been acting as a smuggler, which I've been doing now for 36 years. And the local Women's Institute said, "Oh, can you come and sing some shanties?" So I revisited them, looked them up, learnt a lot of them, and then a friend of mine said, "Oh, we're thinking of starting up a shanty crew, which is called the Back Beach Boys."
Ah, you were part of that.
I was one of the originals.
Oh.
And
I feel like I'm honoured. I'm talking to you.
and we ended up. I joined them. Been singing with them now for 12 years. Catherine's been hearing all the songs that we were doing, latched onto them, loved them.
Well, the way I got introduced to them was I was in an a cappella choir from the time I was about I was about 8, and I started doing things with Wren Music, which is based out of Oakhampton. And we were doing a lot of world music, and some shanties came up as well. And I was trying to almost get a qualification through doing things, and I had to teach. I had to do a workshop. I had to set up a workshop, and I did it with the Back Beach Boys, and it was a shanty that they didn't do, but it was one I knew, so I actually taught them a shanty.
Which one was it?
Sugar in the Hold.
Oh, I love that one. Is it low, 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 below, throwing sugar in the hole below?
Yes, it is that one. I've never heard the version that I do anywhere else, which is very interesting.
Yes, it was an arrangement by the group Wren Music.
So and then sort of when Dad was going to the shanty festivals, I was going along because, of course, as Dad said, I was joining in, and I got known as Eric. I was their half pint member for a little while. And it was brilliant. I got to sing with the Longest Johns before they were big. I got to sing with the Longest Johns when I was 15.
Wow.
And
that's a big honour.
And also that year I started singing in the finale at Falmouth, and I have done every single year since.
Oh, okay. That's great. I'm really appreciating of you guys talking to me. Thank you.
Pleasure.
What's your name?
My name's my stage name is Shanty Boy, but you guys can call me Shanty Boy if you want to.
Yeah, Shanty Boy.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for talking.
I like that.
Yeah. Thanks for talking to me.
You're listening to Shipshape and Bristol Fashion, sponsored by the Nova Scotia Pub. Come down and see us on Bristol's historic harbour side.
That's all right, my
Carrying to his burial ground, we'll load her up with ale and rum. For him alone, John carrying along, that every shellback shall have some. Carrying to his burial ground, to be placed o'er thee. Walking along, John carrying along, to be placed o'er thee. Carrying to his burial ground, sing, glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me.
Oh, we set sail on the evening tide. It was early on a Saturday night. All went well till the Tilly light, and then by God I got a fright. The ship was hit by a big beam sea. Christ, I thought it all up for me. She rolled and she nodded like an old tin drum. Hell, I thought the time had come.
We sailed from Auckland to the Bluff, 1,000 miles and that's enough. 1,000 miles on the heaving sea. Glory, hallelujah, that's enough for me.
Shorten sail, the skipper cried. Shorten sail, or you buggers will all die. Get aloft, get aloft, get up the mast. Get aloft, get aloft, get up there fast. Never in my life have I been so scared. Never in my life have I wished I was dead. But I climbed up aloft and I shortened sail. I climbed down again and was sick o' the rail.
Sail again, oh voyagers, one time. I will take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin, reaching for the Northward Sea, tracing
yonder. All the night long, ladies, all the night long. Raise your glasses and join me toast. Then we will drink it all down. Drink to the pleasure we all love most. Then we will have one more round. We'll drink to our ladies so fair and so fine. All the night long, ladies, all the night long. They spend our money and drinks all our wine. All the night long, ladies, all the night long. Raise me your glasses and join me toast. Soon we will drink it all down. Drink to the pleasure we all love most. Then we will have one more round. We'll drink to fun sunset, that county's so friendly. All the night long, ladies, all the night long. Tell you a story about the high seas and the way they roll and down. Most of the way home was weak at the knees. Oh, we need some time to roll and down. It's not very short and it's not very long. And the way they roll and down. It's about a young sailor bound home and on home. Oh, give me some time to roll and down. And this blow and down, this blow and down. And the way they roll and down. Blow it right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow and down. Methinks I see a host of craft spreading their sails alee, as down the Humber they do glide, oh, back for the northern sea. Methinks I see on each small craft a crew with hearts so brave, setting out to earn their daily bread upon the restless wave. And it's 310 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough. Many hundreds more were drowned. Our herring craft, our trawlers, our fishing smacks as well. They long to fight that bitter night and battle with the Seine. Methinks I see them yet again as they leave the land behind, casting their nets into the sea, those fishing shoals to find. Methinks I see them yet again, and all on board's all right, with the sails close reefed and the decks cleaned up and the side lights burning bright. And it's 310 boys and men were lost from Grimsby town, from Yarmouth down to Scarborough.
You are speaking to the merchantmen, made up of Ethan,
Freddie, Bobby, Tom, Sam.
So, please tell me what's your best moments that you've had so far?
Well, not that moment where I just spilt everyone's drink on the table.
Yeah. Oh no, you've just ruined another beer.
What has our best moment been?
Are we talking personal or just around the band type thing?
If I may, I think a moment which was just very special was I believe it was when we did a gig in Weston, and there was a couple that had come from Kent to come and see us.
Yeah.
And I think that's a moment where we all looked at each other a bit like, from Kent?
Yeah.
Made it.
Yes.
Oh, one of mine was we did a gig in a pub in Somerton just after lockdown and everything was being lifted. And a bunch of people had printed off the lyrics from our album online, which is like, it's just an album for us really, but it was really cool to see people passing around the lyric sheets that they. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's really nice.
I think you were there.
I wasn't there,
It
but
was one of our best gigs.
Yeah.
It really was.
Oh yeah, you went.
So how did you guys start?
Well, we're all friends from school. Was it Sam, Ethan, and I, and Tom are in the same year. And then Bobby was the year below. We're all musical people, theatre people, and we did choirs and things. And then one day we all just sort of got our heads together and thought, what could we do? And we all liked to have a sing-song. And I can't remember which one. It was one of our first two songs was "Bully in the Alley" and
Leave Her Johnny.
Yeah, and "Leave Her Johnny." And I can't remember who learnt that one first, but that's sort of where we started. And then we used to play at lunches on a Wednesday, and then eventually we got to do the first big concert was doing the end of year prize giving for our year, and then it was just rocketing up from there to the stratosphere of success. That being local pubs and weddings of friends. But yeah, that's sort of how it started.
Who started? How did you start with sea shanties, and how did you start liking sea shanties?
So Freddie and I take great pride in saying that we started the group, but in truth, I think it was one which was sure, we asked for hey, shall we make a group? But it was sort of we already knew who it would be and everything like that. And I'm not gonna lie, part of it was from playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh, I do like Assassin's Creed.
Exactly.
Which one was it? Because I think Rogue also had had sea shanties in it as well.
I think it was Black Flag, and then a lot of us, I guess maybe because of being Somerset, it's sort of the sort of folk community and stuff is almost it's almost ingrained to you, and so we sort of started hearing some of the music and thinking, let's give it a go. And we are very, very lucky that we have, of course, everyone's very good in the group, but we have two very talented musicians in the group in Tom and Bobby.
Yeah. So you guys started out in you guys are Somerset, right? Yeah. Do you have any other plans, or is any?
I think sing until we die in our mid-50s.
Yeah.
Sort of from alcohol poisoning.
We have something in the work. Do you want to talk about it?
The album.
Yeah. So a few years ago, we were lockdown had just been lifted, and we were looking for something to spend our summer doing. And I had recently got a microphone for Christmas, and we thought, why not have a go at recording an album?
Yeah.
So we managed to put that together. So our first album, All Right My Lovers, is now streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
Yeah.
But we didn't really want to stop there. We learned a load of songs since then, some of which we actually prefer to the original songs that we started out learning. So we're now putting together our second album, as yet untitled, watch this space. But that's a good lot of fun that we're having with at the moment, and that hopes to be released.
Do you guys know if this is going to be a permanent thing, or you said do it till you're 50, but
I hope so. In my head, this is something that just gets us to meet up.
Yeah.
Because we've all moved away from Somerset now, and we're all sort of spread across I'm in Bristol.
I know.
We're all spread across the country, and it's just something we all enjoy doing still, I think. And we all meet up to do it. It's always just a big laugh, so I'm hoping we do it at least once a year.
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives. When I die, you can finally leave.
Thank God. What will we say on that day?
Well, thank you for talking to me, guys. And I hope you guys have a good future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're outward bound at break of day. Oh, John, we're outward bound around Cardiff Bay. John, we're outward bound around Cape Horn. Oh, John, you'd wish to God you'd never been born. Oh, John,
to the chorus. Find a key or harmony and join us. Hear us all. What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? What should we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Hooray, 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 early in the morning. Put him on the plank and make him walk it. Put him on the plank and make him walk it. Put him on the plank and make him walk it early in the morning.
I'm still up on mountain. I'm strolling the lake. What's the fun of that daybreak? And the fishermen say, shall the memory still for me of a life full and free? For this is my God's land, and this is country, and no one will ever take me from this land until the Lord calls me to sit at his hand. For this is my heaven, and I'm not alone. For this is my country, and this is my
Hello. Who am I talking to today?
Trevor Baines.
And who are you a part of?
I'm part of the Beach Boys shanty crew.
And can I just ask, what's been the best moment of being a part of the Beach Boys?
Just the camaraderie and all singing together and enjoying ourselves, making money for our charity, the Wraxall Children's Hospice. Every penny we make goes to them.
Yeah.
And so far,
Just over 10,000.
Just over 10,000.
Yeah.
£10,000 last year goes there.
Well, that's a big effort to be doing.
It is a big effort. It's a lot of nights out.
It's a lot of commitment. Yeah. We don't get paid at all for it.
Yeah. How did you all start?
Oh no, there's a long story. My Keith and myself started with the Steep Homers.
So you started with them, and
Yes, and then we mutinied and we became the Western Mutineers.
Yeah.
And then we jumped ship from the Western Mutineers and became the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
So cool because we're all washed up.
Yeah. Could you all tell me, like, if you got any other plans or any next things?
Keep living.
Yeah.
And
Just keep going as long as we
keep
can.
going as long as we can. Keep enjoying it. That's the
Taking
thing.
the tablets and the inoculations, and Nursey does look after us a bit.
Keep ducking and hoping that no one actually hits us.
Yeah.
Moving targets less likely to be hit.
Yes.
So you say you raise money. Do you raise money for any other charities, or it's just?
Obviously, we help raise money for other charities. We're here today raising money for the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yeah.
We occasionally raise money for the RNLI. And what's the other one?
And also, our main charity is the Wraxall Children's Hospice, and for other smaller children's charities. So we're going to be making donations.
Yes, we're going to start doing stuff for smaller charities as well. Charities that perhaps don't get a lot. That we've got to investigate that.
Yeah. So you started with Steep Homers.
Yeah.
And how did all the members come in?
We hoodwinked them.
We hoodwinked
Yeah, we bribed them with beer and
nights out.
Nights out, socialising. Yes. We couldn't lure them with ladies because there are no ladies in our band, so it's masculine only at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So for now,
but just to say, we never take on young ladies or ladies to sing with us.
We have some swags, but they're partners and wives and that.
Yeah.
Sailors' girlfriends
girlfriends and wives.
Will you be able to bribe me with some drinks and some...
Well, I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 14.
Oh, well, yeah. Obviously, no. Unless you turn the microphone off and the camera.
Yeah.
We can do.
Hey, but you can keep pretty good rhythm, can't you?
Yeah, I can keep rhythm.
Yeah.
We saw that today.
Yeah.
So are you going to join a shanty band?
No, I'm just mainly singing with other groups. Like if they ever ask, oh, could you sing with us? I'll be, oh yeah, sure, and I'll just go on up, sing with them. I've sung with the Merchantmen, and I've sung with lots of other groups.
Well, if you'd have said that earlier, we would have had you singing with us.
Yeah.
But we didn't know you were into singing as well, so might know next time.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to me today, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So that's it for another episode of Shipshape and Bristol Fashion. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been great to hear all the different crews from around the local area that's helped us at the Real Ale and Shanty Festival. The good news is that we will return next year, so look out for further dates and how to access tickets, obviously into next year. But of course, you can always come back to this episode and hear some of the crews that have sung for us. Now, if you're not a member of our newsletter, then please do pop over to shipshapepodcast.co.uk/newsletter. A little pop-up will come up and it'll ask you to enter in your email address. And it's a really great way to hear up-to-date current information, news, reviews, and stuff that we think that you would be interested in. So please do pop over to that website to receive our newsletter. On this month's newsletter, we're going to have exclusive links that take you to 2 recorded Port of Bristol shanty sets that were recorded at the Real Ale and Shanty Festival. So, yes, we don't have a CD, but you can listen to this and hear all of our classics. So please do subscribe just to hear those tunes. So that's it for this month. So thank you again for listening. And to play us out, we have got the one and only Cale Dean, who, of course, wrote Shipshape and Bristol Fashion, the podcast's theme tune. He sang at the Real Ale and Shanty Festival. And this is a recording of him singing with us being his backing singers. So take care, fair winds, and following seas.
Ship and Bristol Fashion going along the harbour side. From our home in Bristol, we set out from the quay. We couldn't ship this out for America. Sugar in the hull below, and first made up the crow. It sails on foot and catch the breeze. It's up the sea we go. Ship and Bristol Fashion boys along the harbour side. Your name and goes to on the boat. We'll leave it home. And all the flaws. Only the greatest vessels can navigate the scourge. So steady on the penny boys, keel over on your side. Our shipment is secure, we lads, along the morning tide. Ship and Bristol Fashion boys on the harbour side. From Avon Gorge to Underbow, we'll even hold, and below, bind and tie and fashion. This vessel she is certified. Top Baltimore's fair harbour, the trademen's blow us off. We battle with the gale, sailing first south, west and north. Far over the Atlantic, that's where we'll make our crown. But it won't be long at all until we're Bristol homeward bound. Ship and Bristol Fashion boys along the harbour side. From Avon Gorge